G20, a grouping of 19 countries, European Union, and African Union. This video is relevant for your upcoming SSBs. As we all know, last year G20 presidency was with India. This year it was with Brazil. This means all the summits and forums among the top 20 countries of the world was hosted by Brazil. But what actually is G20? It was all started due to the economic crisis of 1997, the Asian financial crisis. There was a huge financial crisis in South Korea, Indonesia, and Thailand. It affected Hong Kong, Laos, Malaysia, the Philippines, and to some extent China, Japan, Singapore, Taiwan, and Vietnam. The value of the currency started to fall rapidly in these countries. Unemployment started to rise and riots were to be seen. This was one of the reasons why Russia was included in G7 at that time. G7 is a very different topic, we'll discuss that in a different video. But after that, world leaders thought, if we want to bring economic stability to the world and stop heavy recessions, we will have to sit with the emerging economies of the world to make action plans. And on 26th of September 1999, during the meeting of the finance minister of G7, the G20 group was established. The criteria to keep which country in the G20 was very simple. Number 1. G7 members USA, France, UK, Germany, Japan, Canada. Number 2. Potential world economies China, Brazil, India, South Africa, Russia. Number 3. Regional powers Indonesia, South Korea, Brazil, Argentina, Mexico, Australia, Saudi Arabia, Turkey, and European Union, African Union. Interestingly, initially as the purpose of making G20 was to deal with the financial crisis, G20 group meetings were attended by only the finance ministers and central bank governors. This kept on happening until the 2008 global financial crisis. Then after, they decided not only the finance ministers but also presidents and prime ministers should meet each other. Cooperation must be on the next level to stop this financial crisis. Then the first ever Leaders G20 Summit occurred in Washington DC in November 2008. Now let's talk about some facts and figures which are going to be relevant for your lecturate and GD part. G20 countries hold global GDP of 85%, global trade of 75%, and 2/3 of world's population. This year it was the 19th edition of G20. Presidency was with Brazil and the president of Brazil is Lula da Silva. The theme was Building a Just World and Sustainable Planet. In 2025, the presidency is going to be with South Africa. Next time India is going to get the G20 presidency is in 2042. And last year's theme was Climate Change and Sustainable Development. So these were some important points regarding G20 for your upcoming SSBs. See you soon. Bye.